everybody, and welcome to Gen Z Academy, a generational podcast. I'm your host, Jaydan, and we are on episode 4. Let's go. All right, you guys. So, for this social issue topic, I'm going to be talking about is community colleges.
Let me tell you.
Now, when I was growing up and when I was in high school, community colleges weren't seen as cool. They weren't seen as something that is also an option. It was seen as, oh, you're totally broke and poor, so you gotta go to community college. And to me, that's not the case at all. Now I see more people like, oh, I'm going to community college, like whatever, I'm saving money. So I'm happy about that. But I just want to talk about community colleges for a second. So imagine you're leveling up in a massive game. And community college is your secret power-up to ace the knowledge and skills quest. Here is why community colleges are the ultimate cheat code to succeed, y'all. See, affordability. Now, community college is a budget saver, okay? I'm spending less money on a whole bunch of classes more than the regular universities who spend 27 grand, 50 grand, 30 grand when I'm spending a grand taking a full course of classes. Psh, bye. Skill building arena. Think of it as your very own training ground. You can experiment with different classes and discover your strengths and passions before you commit to a longer educational journey. There's flexible schedules. Just like a well-designed game, community college offers flexible schedules so you can fit your education around your other quests and adventures. Personalized attention. Imagine having a private tutor in a game. Community college classes often have smaller numbers, meaning you can get more one-on-one time with instructors, more time to ask questions, and more support. Gateway to future adventures. Community college is the ultimate gateway to bigger adventures. It's your starting point, leading to more advanced levels of education like transferring to a 4-year college or diving into a specific career path. Just like building an alliance in a game, community college is an excellent way to connect with people in your community. You'll meet others who are also on the same quest, forming friendships and creating a strong support network. In all, y'all, community college is your ultimate power-up to win the educational battle. It's affordable, it's flexible, and a fantastic way to explore your skills before you embark on epic educational adventures. So when the time comes, consider community college as the ultimate weapon for your quest for knowledge and success. Come on now, community colleges, y'all need to sponsor me. I'll be y'all spokesperson. But that's really it, y'all, with What's Up with the World with Jaydan Lightfoot. I'll catch y'all later. Now, guys, I'm going to get into the pop culture topic. You see, cable really isn't a thing for a lot of people no more. It's all about the streaming platforms, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. What's the other ones? Y'all know what I mean. So, streaming platforms such as Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus provide on-demand access to vast library of content. Unlike traditional media, users can watch movies, TV shows, and documentaries whenever they want without being bound by fixed broadcast schedules. These platforms use algorithms to analyze users' viewing habits and preferences, offering personalized recommendations. This individualized approach contrasts with the traditional media's one-size-fits-all programming. The rise of streaming has led to a trend known as cord cutting, where people are canceling traditional cable or satellite TV subscriptions in favor of streaming services. This shift is driven by the desire for more flexibility and cost effectiveness. Streaming platforms are investing heavily in creating original content. This has led to critically acclaimed series and films exclusive to these platforms, challenging the dominance of traditional networks and studios. Streaming services popularized binge watching. And I know you guys like to binge watch some shows. You see, allowing viewers to consume entire seasons of shows in one sitting, this has altered the way stories are told, with some content being designed for a bingeable experience rather than weekly episodes. But a lot of times, streaming services fluctuate. Sometimes they'll do the weekly releases just to keep the audience up and viewership up, or they will do the bingeable experience. See, streaming platforms have a global reach, allowing users to access content from all around the world. This has exposed audiences to a more diverse range of stories and cultures, breaking down traditional geographical barriers in media and consumption. Some streaming platforms are experimenting with interactive content where viewers can make choices that affect the storyline. This level of engagement is a departure from the passive nature of traditional media consumption. Traditional media heavily relies on advertising revenue, but streaming platforms offer ad free or limited ad experiences for subscribers, even though it's a little more expensive on that end. This has forced traditional media to reconsider their advertising models and adapt to changing consumer preferences. Streaming platforms seamlessly integrate with a variety of devices, from smart TVs to smartphones and tablets. This adaptability enhances the user's experience and facilitates media consumption across different platforms. The success of media platforms have prompted traditional media outlets to reevaluate their business models. Many are now experiencing their own streaming services, combining live broadcasts with on-demand content to compete in the changing landscape. In all, streaming platforms have transformed the media landscape by providing convenient, personalized, and on demand access to a wide array of content. This shift has prompted traditional media to adapt, reconsider their business models, and in some cases, embrace streaming to stay relevant in a rapidly changing industry. Well, y'all, I'll explain my opinions in a little bit, but right now let's get to Marion for sports.
I think that man ain't feel pain. I ain't gonna lie. That man cold. I ain't gonna lie. It's not emotional. It's numbers. It's numbers though. Numbers don't lie. All right. This is Mooremotion with Marion Moore, and I'm here to list the top 5 point guards of all time, in my opinion, of course. Just not in any order before anybody try to get blasphemous. But first I'm gonna go with Magic Johnson. He was a 6'9" point guard. I'm not gonna come out here and say he better than Steph Curry. I'm never gonna say that. I don't believe it. But at the end of the day, Magic Johnson was an assist machine. He was cold. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like me personally, I do feel like he was drafted to the Lakers with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He did. They make it seem like he didn't have anybody with him on his team, which is false. Very false. He had some all defensive players on his team, all NBA players on his team. Before and after Kareem left, he still had them and won championships. That's what makes me mad. He was a good defender too. That's what a lot of people don't talk about. He was a good defender, amazing defender. I like him. We ain't gonna talk about all everything he done. But my number 2 is Steph Curry. Steph Curry is all-time 3-point scoring record. He got 4 championships, and I believe he will surpass LeBron sooner or later to have 5. Um, I believe Steph Curry is a dangerous man. Let's say that. I think he's a dangerous man. That man is a silent killer, and I believe this year they got a higher chance of winning the championship than LeBron himself. Number 3, I'm gonna say John Stockton. I'm Mr. John Stockton from Utah because he actually gave Jordan problems. Him and Karl Malone, the mailman, they were savages. I ain't gonna lie, they was cold. The mailman not to be overlooked. He cold, top 20 for real. But John Stockton was an assist machine. That man was cold. That man was Chris Paul before Chris Paul. Number 4, I'm gonna say Isaiah Thomas. I feel like Isaiah Thomas is underrated though because I saw one time the man hopped off the ACL and still started playing. He had beat. At the end of the day, I saw something on his podcast where he said that he's the only person that could say he beat Jordan, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson, and won a championship. He said, "Can't nobody else say that?" And he's correct. He can't never say that. Nobody else can never say they did that. He did. Man was tough, but man was a savage. Dude, I feel like that man ain't feel pain. I think that man ain't feel pain. I ain't gonna lie. That man cold. Okay, number 5. I'm gonna say Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd. I feel like I feel like this man was versatile, but the dude was underrated. He top three in assists for sure. I think he lead him and he top three for sure in all time assists. So, but his numbers support what he did. He played with Dallas. He cold. I respect Jason Kidd, and he a head coach. He a head coach for Dallas too. He a head coach for Dallas, so he know what he doing. That man's basketball IQ was on 1,000. Him, Chris Paul. I feel like Chris Paul got that in him too. Him, Chris Paul, and John Stockton. Basketball IQ was savage. They passes was amazing. They knew where to put the ball. That's why I like them. They put the ball right where you needed it to be in spectacular fashion, and it was entertaining. But at the end of the day, you can't that stuff. You can't just like you can't train that. That's something that just came from them, and they just started doing it, and then they mastered it. And one thing I say, Russell Westbrook is an honorable mention. I believe Russell Westbrook is top 10. He definitely top 10. He arguably could be put in top 5. If Oscar Robertson is over Russell Westbrook, is wrong. Dude, I watched dude go 3 for 17 and drop a triple double and win the game. That's Russell Westbrook. He's not a point guard. He's supposed to take your offense to the next level, especially in this era. In this era, you gotta have at least two to three superstars to even win it all. Kyrie Evans, bro, is a superstar, but he not a 0.1% player. Kyrie Evans, bro, he's an exhibition. That's it. It's an exhibition. He put on exhibitions and then don't show nothing in the playoffs. He do it all the time. Yeah, cause Kyrie, bro, I'm tired of him, bro. I ain't gonna. It's not emotional. It's numbers. It's numbers though. Numbers don't lie. 9 times out of 10. This is More Emotion with your host Marion Moore, and I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you, Marion, for your sport intake. You are the best. The best. Now, y'all, as I conclude this episode, we talked about quite a bit of things. We talked about education and community college. And we also talked about the streaming apps. Now, community college, I am a community college attendee, and when I tell you, it is so convenient, it is so convenient. I still feel like I'm gaining the knowledge that my counterparts have gained from regular universities, except I'm saving money. No loans, baby, no loans. And not critiquing anybody that has loans, and not critiquing anybody that is, in debt. But I ain't. So going into streaming, I love your streaming apps, the Netflix, the Hulu, the Disney Plus, HBO Max, Amazon. I have some favorite shows on those apps. However, it can be a little expensive. Since it's such an on-demand thing, it's rising in prices. Netflix now has it where if they find out you're sharing your passwords, you gotta pay more. If it's just a mess. It's a mess. But I don't really think cable will make a comeback. Do y'all think cable will make a comeback? I really want to ask that. Do y'all think cable will ever make a comeback? Because I feel as of right now, it won't. Maybe years to come. But as of right now, I don't think cable will make a comeback. The way that these streaming apps cater to our every need, I just don't see, cable coming back anytime soon. But hey, nothing's new under the sun. Everything come back at a certain point, so I wouldn't be surprised if it do. Well, y'all, that's really it with your girl Jaydan. And I thank you guys so much for listening to episode 4. Come on, y'all, we almost at episode 5. So, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Marion, for your sport intake. You are the best, my guy. You are the best. So yeah, y'all, stay blessed, get success, and please get some rest. Peace, y'all.